Hey everybody, welcome back. So in today's video I figured I'd continue a little bit more on my parts of my collection anyways. Um, I've mentioned the Ruby Stardust line from Case, or the family, um, and I've had a few people, want to see what I had, and I guess wanted to just, see them up close. But so I figured I'd go ahead and show that. Um, this is for people that don't know, this is kind of a special family for me. My daughter, her name's Ruby, so I thought it would just kind of be a fun family to try to complete. I have 5 out of the 8. There's there's a small Coke bottle. Um, there's either a small or medium Stockman and a slimline trapper, if I remember right. So those are the 3 that I need to track down next. I'm hoping that maybe I can find one of those 3 up in or down in Ellaville. Uh, I'm going to Knife Doctor's show in November. For those that will be there, I'll get to meet y'all and hopefully see some familiar faces. But anyways, let's go ahead and I'll show you what I have anyways. But starting with we'll start with the smallest one. This is the Peanut, and y'all might hear my cat. I'm trying to keep him from climbing in my lap. Uh, I've got a mic attached, so it might be picking him up. But again, this is the Peanut. These are all 20. Let's see here. I believe they're 2022s. Yeah, so 2022s. Um, Real small. I don't have a whole lot of peanuts. Um, I think I have maybe 3. I can think of 2 offhand right now, but I might have 3 of these, and they're uh, they're a bit small for me. Uh, Perfect for a 5th pocket carry if you're into carrying 5th pocket knives, um, or knives in the 5th pocket. But I have tossed this one in the pocket before, just as like a 3rd carry kind of deal. Um, this is a 10220. So 10 being the synthetic handles, 2 for the number of blades, and 20 for the pattern, peanut pattern. Super Sport. These are all in Super Sport. Um, Real pretty knives, but I do tend to toss one of these in the pocket whenever my daughter has some kind of special event, a birthday, um, dance recital, gymnastics, um, field day at school, uh, just all that kind of reward ceremony at school. I'll toss one of these in the pocket. Um, this is a mini trapper. Again, these are all 2022s. The mini trapper has half stops, which I understand why they don't put them on the 54, because they didn't ever come on the 54 trapper, but I do wish they came with half stops and we didn't have to add them. But real pretty knives again. I love the spade blade on a trapper. I showed this one in a recent one of my recent videos. mini trapper patterns. Um, Next up, we have the mini copper lock. I believe this is the only mini copper lock that I have. Um, it's a nice size knife. I just prefer. I'm getting a little too much glare. Sorry. Um, I just kind of prefer the larger scale, and that's what I kind of have been looking for here a little bit more recently. Um, but this is a, oops, wrong side, sorry, 10-1-749L for locking and SS for stainless steel. And I don't believe I showed the pattern number for this one, just in case I didn't. 10207. Next up, this is one of my favorite Stockman patterns. I'm not a huge Stockman fan. I do have plenty of them in my collection, but I'm more of a two blade, trapper or some kind of jackknife, But that being said, these measure right at or close to 4 inches, and they come with your standard, the sheep's foot and the clip point and the spade blade. And I really like the spade blades on these because they just kind of swell out. They got a little bit more of a belly. Excuse me. Than typical, but yeah, they're just kind of a cool looking style blade to me, if you like spade blades. But this is get you your pattern number, 10347. Again, one of my favorite, size Stockmans. I do really like the sow bellies. Sow bellies just a really, I mean, who doesn't like a sow belly? I'm sure there's somebody out there, but you know what I mean. But yeah, just very, very, hand filling still, pretty much. Like I said, it's right at about 4 inches. But nice knife, I think. If you haven't tried a 47, I suggest checking them out. Just a little bit smaller than a excuse me, than a 75 Stockman, the large Stockman. And last but not least, one of my favorite patterns is the trapper, full-size trapper. And I'm sorry for all this glare. This is terrible. I really like the white shields on these, in case I didn't say that. Just makes that red pop, I think. Get a little close up of that heavy flake in there. And you get the light to catch it just right. I mean, it'll shimmer and dance for you. If I can keep the glares out of it. But yeah, just I know a lot of people don't tend to collect. I mean, some people, that's all they collect are the synthetic handles. But I know a lot of people are into the bone. I'm one of those. Synthetic is cool, but bone is just really pretty and natural. I don't know. It's just something about it with the jigging and all that stuff. So, but that being said, they do have some really cool, handle patterns and just colors when it comes to synthetics. But again, this is the 10-254 54 pattern stock. I mean, not stock, trapper. Like I said, that's one of my favorites right there. Is the full size trapper. But then we got a hair hanging off of it. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I have. Like I said, that's 5 out of the 8. And just kind of a quick one that I kind of forgot about last time with my mini trapper collection. This is another mini trapper that was in a different excuse me, was in a different drawer. I actually had this one in my daughter's knife drawer. Yeah, she's 4 years old, and she has her own knife drawer, and she'll go in there and look at them and stuff like that when I'm in here playing. But this is what they called the golden ruby Coralon, and they say it's a premier edition, 1 of 1200. I'm not sure how I ran across this one. It might have been just a random eBay purchase, but was real pretty, and I jumped on that one. But that's just kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to the synthetics. They do have some really pretty ones out there with some trippy colors and trippy designs. I mean, look at how it just kind of shimmers through there. But yeah, really cool. But yeah, that's just one I wanted to kind of point out that I forgot, and it kind of fits in since they're kind of ruby related. So yeah, that's about it. I need to get those other 3. Like I said, hopefully I'll track 1, 2, or 3. Who knows, down in Ellaville. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate everybody for stopping in and checking out this kind of hopefully quick video. I do have a holster that I've finished up that you may have seen a short. I think I posted a short on YouTube. I know there's one on Instagram. But anyways, I'll be getting a video up of that here soon, and got more projects in the works. So we'll have some more videos to be able to show what's going on around here. So appreciate y'all again. Thank you for stopping in and checking out this little collection. I'll catch you next time. Peace.